Journey. Good morning and welcome to Benefix. So after the daily analysis, this is just my view of how the markets are going to perform, and let's just get right into it. So hopefully this will be a shorter video. So remember, when you're starting your analysis, you start on a bigger time frame, and when you start on a bigger time frame, you start moving towards smaller time frames and you see how it goes. Let's start with V75 ones. Remember, we had anticipated that price was going to create a good turning point here, then move up from there. So I had given two interpretations of what might happen. I had anticipated the price was going to keep ranging in this wedge and then come up. If it wasn't going to do that, it was going to just rise up and keep going. And we had given two regions of interest for us in terms of TPRE, the 200 EMA and the 800 EMA. These were regions of significance for us, the 200 EMA and the 800 EMA. And look at what price did. Price moved exactly as we had anticipated. It came to the 200 EMA. It came to the 200 EMA, and this is my anticipation. Price is going to continue going up. So this is how you get entry points from a triangle. You see that trend line coming down there, that trend line coming there. Price went out, came back and hit there, then rejected. This was a good region for us to enter. So what is my overall bias? My overall bias is for price to reach this area. So this is my bias, price to reach this area. This is a long time. Probably going to take us a couple of weeks, a week maybe, for price to get to that region, which is very good for us. So let's just see how price will move. I'm so interested to see how it will move. I'm hoping to be good for for a long term. Let's go to V75. V75, I'm anticipating for price to go up. The last video that I made, I had told you to be careful and to mind this 800 EMA. So price came onto this 800 EMA, and it seems as if price has rejected it. How do we know that price has rejected it? Our TDI is telling us here. This is a really good thing. That's a really good sign for us to consider buys. So that's a good buy. So let's look on smaller time frames. Let's look for entries, further confirmations in smaller time frames. Let's go on the H1. Okay, so this is an important region. Let me remove this. I had made another video and yeah, copyright issues. So let's just see what price is going to do. So this is my anticipation on bigger time frames. This is a really good region. This is a really good region for us to look for buys. It's a really good region. I think price is going to fall in this region. So we need to have confirmations for us to believe, or for us to go with this bias for price to fall. Remember, if price is going to fall, it's going to fall to allow us to buy up this. This is the sweet spot. So let's go on M15. Let's see how price is behaving on M15. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. This is beautiful analysis, beautiful price action. Price is moving really well. I'm for the view that price is going to come here, comes here, then it shoots up. That's still my analysis. So let's go on smaller time frames and just see the entry zones. If you're going to sell V75, this would be my advice. Sell it when it reaches an EMA. When it reaches an EMA, you sell it. And this is really good. I'm liking how it's going to show. So I'm going to be looking for price I'm going to be looking for price to just come here and go up. So for I have sell M5. If it comes in this region, it gives me a good W. Then I'm gonna go all in for a buy. I'm gonna go all in for a buy, and we have a long way to go on the buy. So V75 is cooking up a storm for a really good long-term buy. Let's go to Crush 1000. Crush 1000 on let's start on the weekly chart. There's something that I saw that is further cementing the analysis that I have, or the perception that I have of Crash. So this is my perception. Crash is created in, let me remove all of this. Okay. So this is what I think price is going to do. Although I still think that there is still momentum for it to go down because it's rejected this zone. So let's just see what price is going to do. Okay, this would have been a really interesting zone. This would have been a really interesting zone. So I'm interested to see how price will move in this zone. If I'm going to buy this on the longer time frames, I'm going to expect TDI. I'm going to want my TDI to come here, get out, then come in. I need to see that for me to consider a buy. That's on smaller time frames. So this can continue because TDI has not yet given us an indication that price will go up. But also look at what prices here. It's good to see the past and you see how prices move. Look at what happened there. Look at what happened there. So for me to consider a buy in the long term, the red line has to go down, the green line has to come on top, bounce there, then go up. And for now, the red line is still on top, which means that we're still looking for sell. Let's look at D1 and see if it corroborates with that. Okay. Remember, this is Benefix. Please like, please subscribe. Just drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Okay, so price is in that region. So this is what I'm anticipating. Price is going to fall down more so that it completes its levels. Then we look for buys up. It's already rejected the W here. Why? Because of this candlestick that's formed, that's coming to attack that order block. So let's look at H4. Maybe H4 can give us better entries. H4 is still agreeing with my analysis. Price is still going down. So on Crash 1000, I'm good for sales. Let's look at H1. Like I said, it's Crash 1000 is good for sales. We're going to continue buying this. So this is my advice. The fall from here to here is a long way to go. It's a lot of money. So this is my advice. Price is going to go lower than that. So we're still looking for sales on M15. This is Crash 1000. So whenever you see something you like, write it in your journal. And you just review it at day end. Let's get M15. Let's look at M15. Okay, M15 sells all around. But this is what I think price is going to do. So there are two options. That it's going to go down straight, which is good, or if this extends, the 200 extends, and when this region price will go up there, then continue coming down. But Crash 1000 is good for sales, so I would advise you to remember this for educational purposes, and I would sell Crash 1000. Let's look at V100. V100, I am biased for a buy for V100. I liked, let me start from there. Okay, so this is what I think price is going to do. It came and it bounced off this 200 EMA. It came and it bounced off this 200 EMA. So I think price, it really wants to go up. Remember, EMA show us the path resistance. If you see EMAs and you see that if you see that there are no EMAs, price is likely going to go towards a region where there are no EMAs. So I'm biased for a buy up till this region, right? And what I see is that if price goes up like this, it's going to come, it's going to go up, come bounce here, then continue going up. So V100 are good for buys, good for long term. Remember, that is a heavy pair, so one H4 candle on V100 will make you rich on minimum lots. That's the benefit of these heavy pairs. They will give you really, really good regions. So let's just see what price is going to do. Price is going to do. So for price action traders, so let's go on D1. Let's go on D1. So on D1 now, the drive going up now, that one is that's going to be a journey. So there are two options. Price will this has crossed. This has crossed. Price might come up there, then come down there, then come up. You see how it's rejecting this zone, sort of like creating an order block in this zone. I'm inclined to see how things will go. Price might go do that and come up, but I'm biased for sell. So let's go on H4. Let's see how things will move for H4. So H4, this is my bias. I want you to consider this zone. I want you to consider this zone and this zone and this zone. Sorry about that. And this zone. So we're looking at two scenarios here. And one is going to support a short-term sell for the long-term buy. So this is what I think is going to happen. We have two options. Price comes there. It's the 200 EMA for what's called a safety trade. Then continue going down. Then comes in this region and we buy it for the long item, for the long sell. So if you're going to buy, I'm going to advise you to buy V100 up to this region and see how it behaves. If it does surpass this, what's going to happen is it'll do this, come down, then continue up. So, like I said, this would not be an ideal place to get into a trade for a buy. But if you're a risk taker, hey, there's money to be made. So these are two options. TI is further confirming this, that price is going to go up. It's going to go down. But in the manner that it's going to go down now, this is going to be interesting. So let's just keep a watch on this. Buys to this region. If it surpasses that, and by surpassing it means it has to go up and close above this region. Goes up and close above this region, it's going to continue going up. So that's my V bias. Let's look for B1000. For boom 1000, if ever you see a cross, if you see these cross, this is called a golden cross, then anticipate if your bias go on overdrive for a sell. That's my advice. That's the first thing that I want you to know. If there's a cross, price is going to go up. It's going to continue going up. So what then are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at for price to fall in this region. So I'm going to give you two scenarios, and the behavior of price will tell us what might happen. So these are really important regions. If price creates a W on this region, then we can assume that it's going to go up. Or price is going to go down here on this M, then go up. So B1000 D1 is a sell. So let's go on the H4. We go on the H4 and let's see what price is telling us on the H4. We've seen this cross. Are we going to buy? No, not yet. Why? Because our TDI is telling us that, hey, there's still some momentum and I have to fall. So if we're ever going to buy using or trade using TDI, you're going to have to look at the second bounce it makes on the signal line. What am I saying? Let's just back test this. Okay, see how price behaved here. It came and created a turning point there. And look at your TDI. And look at your TDI. Came, did this. So if you want confirmations using TDI, you would enter on the bounce of the signal line, which would be this region. This would be a good buy. Bounce on the signal line, and look at how it comes back. It bounces there. It would bounce there. So the bounce on the signal line would be here, and you'd to come and enter here. Your stop loss would be around this region, which is a good healthy region. And it comes down, obviously, for stop hands. Takes some people out, then it comes up again. And you see it comes and it bounces here. It comes there and keeps on bouncing, and it keeps on bouncing. So this is a really, really good region. So I'm biased for a sell on B1000, on H4, on H1. Let's go on H1. So we have H1 here. I'm not yet pleased. If I'm ever going to like a trade and I'm assessing it using M's, for me, for make a turning point, the M's have to be fanned out. So I would want for price, I'd want for the M's to really fan out and flat. Then I know for a fact price will come and attack these regions. But for now, I'm still poised for a sell. So B1000, I'm poised for a sell on B1000. So let's go on crash. Then on my favorite pairs, the V10s and V25s. V10s and V25s. Let's go on V10. So remember, this is BenFX. This is all trading. I like V10 because it's still in the region that I want to look for sells. I want to consider sells. It's still good for sells. This is my analysis. We're still in that order block. The price visited the breaker. It visited the source and it's going down. I think we could be looking for good sells now. So you enter your sells here, you put your stop loss there, and you are good. So I'm liking V10. I'd mark V10 because it's a heavy pair, and you can get into it with a good sized account. So let me look on the last one. Let me look at my baby V25. I like V25. V25 I'm poised for. I'm biased for a buy, and these are the regions that I'm attracted to when it comes to buys. I'm really liking how price is behaving. So we've got this region. So I would enter into a buy there. Then I would put pending orders there. They're going to get triggered. So this is my analysis. Triggered there, comes back there, and comes back. So these are regions for take profits. We take profit 1, take profit 2, then 3 would be way up there. So I'm liking V25. I'm liking V25 for a buy. Okay, so I'm writing in my, I hope you have a trade journal. You see how your trades are going to move. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you learned a lot. I hope that price moves in these regions. Remember, I'm going live on the 30th, and we're going with small accounts, and we're just going to be seeing how price will be moving. This is Benai FX. Please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. I'm going to post a link for my broker, and I'm going to post my phone number. Call me, send me a message on WhatsApp, and let's talk. Let's discuss Forex and the markets. Forex and the markets. So, yeah. So have a good day. This is the 21st of May, 8:57. We're going to have another video tomorrow just to see how prices moved. Have a wonderful day. This is Benai FX, and I trade by the grace of God. Ciao.